Girl, you're so fine and you're all mine. I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If somebody could give me an audio check, I had a cable problem this morning and had to scramble and find a cable for the soundboard to the iMac. So if you guys could give me a sound check, it would be greatly appreciated. I have no clue if it even works. Hopefully you guys could hear me. If you can, good morning, everybody. Joe Free, Anthony, Brandon, Sheriff Edward is in the house. Matt B, Brandon at 33. Jose Lopez. Father, good morning. Rich, good morning. Juan, good morning. Shane, good morning. Renaud, good morning. Andrew, good morning. Lamar, good morning. Ron Moore, good morning. Shane, good morning. Michael, good morning. Thank you guys all for the sound check. Harold, good morning. Glad to know it's working. That is always a good thing. Juan Diaz, if you are listening, I see you signed up for my personal plays early this morning, and I've got them coming your way. Stand by to stand by. By the way, if you are never been on my personal plays, they're a little bit different than premium plays where you get online. My personal plays are a little more personable. And, you get them texted to you from me. Brandon Ball, if you're on the game of the month, you get the next. There is no game of the week in the NHL, but you'll get the next big one that they put out. Absolutely. Give me 1 second, folks. We're going to jump right into the game day breakdowns. Please let me know you received today's games, and again, welcome aboard, and I look forward to working with you. Well, good thing I didn't just auto send it, because that's what I sent in for voice to text. And it heard a lot different. It said, "Hey, babe." Good thing I didn't send that one to Juan. Alrighty, we can get started now. Shane, you hammered Tulsa? Well, I promise you this. Dizzy is on Tulsa. We all know Dizzy will be on Tulsa. That is a fact. So, our guys from all the way around had a bad day yesterday. And we need a good day today. We need a good day today. You know, we hit the Cincy South Florida first quarter over. Wyoming never really got off the bus. They did in the first half, and it was just a little barn burner in the first half. And unfortunately, we missed that second play. But nonetheless, we're going to get at it today. Going to jump right into it. Going to get everything up and running. That way we can take a look at some of these breakdowns, from the morning breakdowns to some afternoon ones. Hopefully put us on some winners. Because I'm going to be honest, there's been a lot of this. Unexcusable, unacceptable. A lot of crying going on. By me, by you, by everybody. By our bankrolls. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I could stand the losses. You know what? Losing sucks. I mean, let's be honest. Losing sucks. It really does. But, you know, I may not be personally crying, but, you know, the bankroll is crying. The bankroll is crying. And it's time we make those bankrolls fat and happy. Because if we're winning, then everybody's happy. No, unfortunately, Joe, the NHL game ended up losing. And I got lucky that I bet it, and I went to go rebet it, and somehow I got locked out of my account, and I went to go rebet it again, and I missed the start of it. So I only had $3,000 on it. I went to go put another $7,000 on it, and somehow I consider that a win. Somehow. That's how bad it's been lately. I consider that a win. Juan says, Kyle, I bet that vet ain't crying. The vet is not crying. You know, so I think we're gonna have some good mojo. So late last night, I was bored, you know, hanging out. You said, you know what? I'm gonna go for a ride. I had the vet detailed yesterday. It's looking fucking fly, and it's looking hot. And it's just sitting there, sitting in the garage, you know, collecting a little dust. So I took it out for a drive. Took it to one of the little local casinos, walked into the high limit room, put $100 in a $5 slot machine, and about 4 pulls got it up to $1,000. Took that out, went to a 25 slot machine. 3 pulls later at $25 a pull, hit a little $2,000 7. Took that out, went to the $1 Zeus machine, which is normally like a penny machine, and hit a bonus and got literally 3 or 4 pulls in, got another $2K. Played the middle one. There was 3 of them. Played the middle one. You know, gave back $300 or $400, waiting to get paid. Got paid, cashed out. Went to the other end one, and got a bonus and cashed out like $4,600 and change on that one. So it was a good day yesterday, or last night, anyways. Not on the games, but on the slot machine. So hopefully that rolls over until today. You want a picture? Hold on. I'll see if I can get a picture up on the screen. Give me a sec. I'll get a... Man, we need to get all this new equipment hooked up. That way, Joe said I should have continued. D-Soul, I went to the one right by the Gila River Arena. What is it, Desert Diamond? They just I haven't been in since they redid it. It used to be a little dump. And I haven't been in since they redid it. I forget what it's like Desert Diamond or something like that. So, but yeah, it's actually really nice. I actually can't wait to go back. Unfortunately, I didn't have a player's card until I hit that last jackpot. So, that part sucked. There we go. All right, we're getting it posted. Here, I'll flash it on the screen real quick for you guys, all right? So here's the new whip. All carbon fiber ground effects, carbon fiber top, carbon fiber spoiler, the high spoiler, all the ground effects of carbon fiber, the T-top's carbon fiber. It's nice. It's nice. That's the new toy. Get that off of the screen. It's a new whip right there. Edward, I didn't have to get a player's card, but I wish I would have, because I want all the free... I mean, they got a... From what I hear, their steakhouse is amazing. Harlem, definitely top of the morning to you as well, brother. We need a good day today. We need a good day today. So, Pocket went home a little fat last night from the little Indian casino, so that was fun. That was definitely worth the late night adventure. The fuck is that noise? That I have no idea. But anyways, it's gone. All right, so we need to jump right into this, folks, because if we don't, we're going to run out of time. And before you know it, games are going to be here. Diesel says, the steakhouse is the best native casino, Kyle. Yeah, it's Indian casino. I don't know the name of the steakhouse, but it's the Desert Diamond right there by the Gila River Arena. Right across from right down the street from where the Cardinals play, as well as the Coyotes. By the way, Sunday's game, I did give away the tickets. So if you DM'd me, I had 7 people reach out, and I don't think the person tunes in on the live shows. I know they watch all of them archived, but I did give away my tickets. So if you did reach out by DM, I already gave away the tickets. Thanks to everybody that did reach out, and that was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to do that. So what happened is last Sunday I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to the Cardinals game. And bought tickets. I actually bought 4 tickets. And the boys over at DraftKings called me. And they're front row tickets. Right down there in section 111. And the boys at DraftKings called me on Tuesday and said, hey, I got you all set up for the suite on Sunday. I was like, oh, shit, I just bought tickets. Like $2,000 in tickets. And whatever. So I sold 2 and gave away 2 plus a parking pass to somebody. And I'm glad that I was able to do that. And then I'll be up in the DraftKings suite. So I'll see what I can do from there. If I can go live or if I can... I don't know if I can go live from inside the Cardinal Stadium. Maybe pregame or something. I'm going to try and make sure I get up into the suite a little earlier than I did just a couple weeks ago for the Thursday night game. But yeah, anytime you get to go hang out with the boys from DraftKings is a lot of fun. And I look forward to it again. All right. Thomas, good morning. Shane, can I check UFC fight number 4? I could definitely take a gander at it, but I don't have a copy of his printout. But let me see what I can see. Oh. Okay. I see that. Give me 1 second. Let me take a look and see what it's supposed to be and see if I can alter it. I normally don't do any of the web stuff, but That is definitely a great question. I'm sure somebody has already brought it up to their attention. Oh, I see what they did there. Hold on. Okay. I'm updating it right now. Let me just double check what I did was correct. All right, I fixed it for them. Let me just make sure that the names are correct as well. But I fixed the yeah, it's all good now. It's all good now. All right, so let's jump right into it, guys, because we're gonna run out of time. Although I love the barbershop. It's been a long time since we've had that long barbershop. Tomorrow, we're going to do some more giveaways. By the way, there will be a members-only video a little bit later. Members-only video will be out today as well. Alrighty. Let's take a look at a couple of these early games. One that I wanted to touch base on first is that West Virginia-Kansas State game. Game 121-122. West Virginia 4-5 straight up, 5-4 against the spread. Their last game did go under the total. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6-3 to the under. Going up against Kansas State, 6-3 straight up, 5-3-1 against the spread. Their last 3 games did go under. They are 5-4 to the under as well. Popping up the lines on this one. West Virginia comes in on the road +6. Kansas State laying the 6, over and under set at 47 points. All right. When you start taking a gander at this one, Kansas State 8-0-2 against the spread the last 10 games versus an opponent who is coming off a game against Oklahoma State. West Virginia did nearly get shut out against Oklahoma State, where they lost 24-3. There's an error on the main event. Let me double check. Let me double check. Yeah, and if people want to complain about, and Diesel, I know that you're not, but people want to complain about two Bellator Max losses in a row. I think you guys forget that those are his only 2 losses ever in the Bellator Maxes. He's been on a hell of a run. All right, that main event is fixed. These guys are going to have to pay me extra for this shit. I don't do the web work. Alrighty, so back to West Virginia and Kansas. Like I said, 8-0-2 against spread versus an opponent who's coming off a game against Oklahoma State. And West Virginia is doing that. They are coming off a loss where they lost 24-3 after a 38-31 win over Iowa State and a 29-17 win over TCU. They botched the game last week. Diesel definitely got taken on the chin. And then you got Kansas State riding 3 games where they won in the beginning of the season, beating Stanford, Southern Illinois, and Nevada. Then they lost 3 against Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, and Iowa State, the 3 contenders. Not 3 contenders, but 3 quality opponents. And now they've just notched off 3 straight victories, beating Texas Tech 25-24, TCU 31-12, and a 35-10 victory gimme game over Kansas. When you start looking at the offensive numbers, you get West Virginia, who averages 26.7 points per game, to the 28.3 of Kansas State. Kansas State averages 160 yards a game on the ground, 4.7 yards per carry, 218 in the air, 8.9 yards per passing attempt. And then you've got West Virginia, who averages 114 a game on the ground and measly 3.3 yards per carry. Thank you, Bobby. As well as 260 in the air at 7.7 yards per passing attempt. When you flip the script and you start focusing in and honing in on the defense, you'll see that Kansas State gives up just over 3 touchdowns a game at 21.6 points per game. Now, they've held the last 2 opponents to both 10 and 12 points. Kansas was held to 10. TCU was held to 12. They did give up 24 in their win to Texas Tech. They gave up 33 in a loss to Iowa State. They gave up 37 in a loss to Oklahoma. And they gave up 31 in their loss to Oklahoma State. They did give up 17 in a victory to Nevada, as well as 23 in a win over Southern Illinois. And they gave up just 7 to Stanford in the beginning of the season. Kansas State, they give up 117 a game on the ground at 3.5 yards per carry. They gave up 223 in the air at 7.7 yards per passing attempt, which is the identical yards per passing attempt that West Virginia gives up. They give up 7.7 and 234 in the air. They also give up 3.6 yards per carry. Both defenses are very, very, very similar on the stat sheet. One gives up 23 points a game. One gives up 21.6. One has -5 in the turnover department. The other is -2, a -7 combined turnovers. He who probably gets the edge in the turnover department will probably win the game. West Virginia comes in +6 on the road, looking for a nice big snapback. What to expect? Keep in mind, they did beat Iowa State 38-31. They kept up with them, and they outdistanced them as an 8.5-point dog. They beat them by a touchdown and the extra point, which was the same team that just beat Kansas State, middle of October? Where they beat them? 33-20. As far as this game goes, I lean towards West Virginia. I lean towards West Virginia plus the 6. All right? I do lean towards West Virginia plus the 6. I think throwing it in a teaser might just be a better opportunity. However, one thing that I do like here, and I'm going to be dead honest with you guys, I like the over. All right? I like the over. Over is sitting at 47. Not only do I like it, I'm going to be betting it early this morning. Free play. West Virginia, Kansas State, over 47. Now, I know I gave out an over yesterday, and it shit the bed. All right? Today's is going to cash. This one is cashing. Boy, the screen is dark today. Screen is dark. And I'm really low on the screen here. Might have to adjust that. Hold on, let's see. And then we'll get it up on the board. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little more appealing to myself. All right, so let's get it up on this Vibe Interactive Free Play board. West Virginia. And Kansas State. Holy shit. All right. Let's just do that all ourselves. And the board wants to act funny. Very nice. Over 47. I even think throwing West Virginia in a 2 or 3 team, maybe possibly a 3 team super teaser and getting them plus 16 might be a little fun. Anthony says West Virginia game over. I like it. I like it. So we've got that one up on the board. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. Don't forget, if you're not on Guaranteed Saturday, you have plenty of time to get on board it. The cutoff is 2 p.m. Eastern time. Not necessarily when the game starts, or maybe it is, but it is the cutoff time. UFC is early today. So don't miss out on that one. If you're not on board the UFC, get on it now, folks. Get on it now. That way you do not miss out. All right, so let's jump around. Let's take a quick gander. Connecticut and Clemson. Clemson is laying 40.5 points with a total over and under 50.5. The last time Clemson has even put up 40 points was a 49-3 win over Carolina State back on September 11th. Clemson has won 2 straight. They're actually 6-3 this year. They've put up 30 points in their last 2 games, both against Louisville with a 30-24 victory, as well as a 30-20 victory over Florida State. Clemson. And we're not going to dive into this one, but they're averaging 22.2 points per game. Their individual team total is 46.5 points. I would like to think that they're getting there. They're finally finding their offense. They've put up 30 in the last 2 consecutive games. Can they break 45.5 points? Can they get us to 46 points? I bet they do today. But it's Clemson, and they absolutely suck this year. So I got to stay away from that one. Saturday guarantee. Alabama will lose the game. Gotcha. Ronald, I agree. Adam Turner says I need a winner today. It's up on the board. Winner is on the board, guaranteed. Saturday is on the... no, not on the board. But that will be a winner. So let's have some fun today. Let's keep these breakdowns rolling. And let's have some fun, because we need to have some fun. Alex, I'll see if I have time to do that one as well. I know somebody asked for the Wisconsin game. Rutgers. Oh, we could do the Northwestern and Wisconsin. I know you guys both asked for that one there. BetOnline has Northwestern plus 25.5, Wisconsin laying 25.5, game 153-154. Let's take a quick gander at that one. You know, this is a game I don't have $1 on, so I have no problem giving you my unbiased opinion. You know, you got Northwestern 3-6 straight up, 3-6 against the spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 to the under. And then you've got Wisconsin 6-3 straight up, 5-4 against the spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 to the under as well. They, excuse me. They have won 5 straight, beating Illinois, Army, Purdue, Iowa 30-13. And Rutgers 52-3. Their last loss was against Michigan, where they lost 38-17. They got trumped by Michigan. If you guys remember, we were on Michigan for that game. Then you got Northwestern, who's dropped 3 straight, losing 33-7 to Michigan, 41-14 to Minnesota, and 17-12 to Iowa. As far as this one goes, laying 25.5 points is a lot. It's a lot. They beat Army by 6, who's a running team. And Northwestern's going to primarily run the ball. They're going to run the ball 36 times to 32 passing plays on average. They beat Iowa by 20. However, they just beat Rutgers by 49. So there's the big wild card. Beating Rutgers by 49. Which is a team that Northwestern did beat by 14. I think Wisconsin wins. I think they win by 17, 24, somewhere around there. I just don't know if I trust them laying 25.5 points. I just don't know if I trust them laying 25.5 points. Now, the total on this one is 41.5. It's low, folks. Wisconsin's team total is 32.5. Wisconsin's team total is 32.5. However, Northwestern just held to Iowa to 17 points in their loss back on the 6th last weekend. Northwestern's defense, they give up 26 points a game. They give up 225 on the ground, 5.4 yards per carry. That's going to favor Wisconsin, who is an extremely run-heavy program, averaging 47 running plays to just 23 passing plays. They also give up 189 in the air at 6.3 yards per passing attempt. Just so happens Wisconsin averages 221 on the ground and 156 in the air. Now, as far as the over goes, I think we get there. But here's this stat. Northwestern is 21-9-1 in the last 31 games on the road versus a shutdown passing defense yielding less than 5.9 yards per passing attempt. Wisconsin's defense is giving up 214 yards a game. That is it. They give up 55 yards a game on the ground at 1.9 yards per carry and 159 in the air at 5.7 yards per passing attempt. That's what they give up on average. They're -2 on turnovers, though. Turn the ball over in the wrong end, and it's going to lead to points. They have rattled off 5 straight wins. They've covered 4 out of the last 5 games. However, they haven't laid this many since they had a 34-7 victory over Eastern Michigan, who they're laying 26 on. I'd have to say that Northwestern is definitely better than Eastern Michigan. As far as this one goes, if you guys made me choose, I would take the 25.5 with Northwestern. But I do like the over 41 in the hook. Especially if you throw that in a teaser. 7-point teaser, or hell, throw that in a 10-point super teaser with maybe the over in the West Virginia game paired with another one. You can knock it down 10 points. You can get the over 37 in the West Virginia game, and the over 31.5 in the Northwestern-Wisconsin game. Food for thought there, especially if we can find one more to pair it with. Might just have a little teaser opportunity there. Now, the Syracuse and Louisville game. Syracuse on the road, +3, -105, which means you can get them at +3.5. Alex, I don't see how you can't. You know what I mean? Maybe a 3-team super teaser with the over in the West Virginia game, Northwestern +35.5, and the over 31.5. That may be a great little teaser right there. Louisville laying 3, -$1.15 with a total over and under 56. This game starts in 11 minutes. Let's take a quick gander at this one. Game number on this one is 141 and 142. Syracuse 5-4 straight up, but they are an absolute covering machine. They are 8-1. They've covered every single game except their 17-7 loss against Rutgers in week number 2, where they were catching 3 as a 3-point dog. They covered laying 21.5. They covered catching 2.5 against Ohio. They covered as a 6.5 point, a 5.5 point, a 6 point, 13.5, 3.5 point, plus a 3.5 point dog twice, as well as laying 6.5 against Boston College. Quick little gander at this one. Syracuse averaging 29.4 points per game compared to the 28.8 of Louisville. Syracuse averages 248 a game on the ground at 5.7 yards per rushing attempt and 167 in the air at 6.7 yards per passing attempt. They average 43 running plays to 25 passing plays. They are going to wear down the defense of Louisville. Louisville's defense gives up, on average, just 133 a game on the ground at 4 yards a carry and 275 in the air at 7.4 yards per passing attempt. However, Louisville's offense, they run the ball pretty effectively. They average 206 a game on the ground, 5 yards per carry, and 237 in the air at 8 yards per passing attempt. Syracuse's defense gives up 126 a game on the ground and 191 in the air. Syracuse 22-8-1 against the spread when revenging a loss dating back 5 years. As far as this game goes, Syracuse is 8-1 against the spread. That's all you need to know. Whatever they fucking make the line at, they're 8-1 against the spread. Give me Syracuse plus the 3.5, please. We've been putting out leans on Syracuse consistently all season long. And we've bet them a couple of times. And they are just straight money when it comes to cashing tickets against the spread. They may be 5-4 against the spread. One game away from being bowl eligible against a losing Louisville team who's 4-5 straight up and 4-5 against the spread. Give me Syracuse all day and twice. I do like Syracuse. Add in the fact, you might have a nice big teaser right there, adding in Syracuse. I just don't see how Syracuse doesn't cover the 3. It's possible. I mean, anything's possible. All right, folks. So what's going to happen? We're going to do an afternoon game. I will be putting out a members-only video here in a little bit. We are going to get running here shortly. So let me take a gander at which one we're going to break down. Yeah, Edward, the Wisconsin. So I'm actually looking for one right now. Wisconsin over. Northwestern. Syracuse. West Virginia over. Oh, they're not letting me do West Virginia, or excuse me, Northwestern, and then Northwestern overall as part of the teaser. I was hoping. A 3-team super teaser on DraftKings pays -120. The juice is -120. You can get Syracuse plus 13, Northwestern plus 35.5, and West Virginia over 37.5. That, to me, looks like money. Absolutely, Edward. Definitely hell of a run right there. So I just bet it, guys. And to save us the time, Northwestern, Syracuse, and then the over in the West Virginia game. I did a 10-point super teaser and got Northwestern plus 35.5, Syracuse plus 13, and the over 37.5. Teaser action right there. It's going to be money. Money, 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 money. All right, so a little later in the day, let's go down towards later in the day. William, I have him in a teaser. I didn't bet Syracuse straight up. I lean on it, but I didn't bet it. I have him in a teaser. Alrighty. Colorado and UCLA, game 161 and 162. Later on this evening. Colorado 3-6 straight up, 4-5 against the spread. Last 2 games did go over the total. Same with UCLA, last 2 going over the total. UCLA 5-4 straight up, 5-4 against the spread, looking for another win to become bowl eligible. You get UCLA laying 17.5 minus 115. You can get Colorado plus 18 minus $1.15. And a total sitting at 57. UCLA 0-10 against the spread. versus an opponent whose game is right before playing Washington. Crazy stat right there, but I don't buy it. UCLA averaging 32.2 points per game. Colorado a little on the low side at 19.1 points per game. However, it's the defenses that I focus in on here and the amount of points that they both give up. Colorado gives up 25.7 points per game. UCLA 28.2. They are at the Rose Bowl. They will have nice weather. It'll be a great evening game for us to root for points. You heard what I'm saying, right? Points. UCLA averaging 32.2 points per game. They average 200 yards a game on the ground and 216 in the air. They have been primarily a run-heavy program this year, averaging 43 running plays to 29 passing plays, and look for them to put up points. Points against a weak Colorado defense that gives up 5 yards per carry at 177 a game on the ground and 232 in the air at 7 yards per passing attempt. UCLA is, again, they have shown a problem in stopping teams on defense. They gave up 44 to Utah in their last loss. They gave up 34 to Oregon. In a 24-17 victory, they still gave up 17 to a low-scoring Washington team. They gave up 16 in a win against Arizona, who absolutely sucks ass, and I don't think they've won a game in like 5 years. They gave up 42 in a loss to Arizona State. They gave up 24 in a win to Stanford. They gave up 40 in their loss to Fresno State. And hell, even Hawaii put up 10 on them in the beginning of the week. Colorado puts up some points in this game. They're averaging 19 a game. They just put up 37 against Oregon State. They put up 29 in a loss against Oregon. Hell, they put up 14 against USC, against my Trojans. Colorado scores at least 21 and this game goes over. Colorado scores at least 21 and this game goes over. Total on this one is sitting at 57. Colorado's team total sitting at 20. I like Colorado's team total over 20. All right? It may take us the whole fucking game to get there, but it gets there. All right? But one thing that I'm banking on, Colorado, UCLA, over 57. Let's put it up on the board for tonight. This is your late night special action junkie play of the night. Probably won't do it correctly, but let's see. Hey, look at that. Board's working. There you go. There you go. There you have it. There you have it. And if you're not on Guaranteed Saturday, go get your asses on board. If you're not on the UFC, which starts early, go get your asses on board. UFC Max Fight Pick will be another big win tonight. And eventually we'll start throwing in some college basketball in our breakdowns, but I like to get a week, 2 weeks in to where we actually have some stats. If not, you're going off of last year's stuff and this year's players and all of that stuff, so some of the breakdowns are kind of pointless. All right, so that is what I have for today, folks. We need a monster day, and we're going to fucking get it today. Monster day coming up today, so let's all wager responsibly.
Warning. This is not intended for
Let's
one
have a lot
hater,
of fun. There
but
will be
all
a
haters.
members-only video later today.
Haters make me